16 celebrities are battling it out to win the coveted MasterChef crown.
I guess it's all about winning. I hope it doesn't cause any bloodshed.
These celebrities have already reached the top of their profession. But can they cut it in the kitchen?
It's a bit like the Roman arena, isn't it? They judge you. Judgment is hard.
I'm going to get a vision from God. I'm going to walk into that kitchen and actually win.
Ha-ha! Cooking doesn't get tougher than this.
These 4 celebrities are taking on the challenge to become the next MasterChef champion. But at the end of this week, only the best cooks will go through to the semi-finals.
I feel nervous. This is like an opening night. I feel that, butterflies in your stomach.
I'm feeling slightly apprehensive. I feel like I'm in one of those dreams where you can't sort of feel your hands.
Imagine David and Goliath with a hint of Delia. That just could be my journey.
I'm really passionate about food. I want to give it my absolute best shot. And of course I want to win. I absolutely want to win.
Reputations mean nothing when you walk into a MasterChef kitchen. It's about whether you can cook.
Today, our celebrities will face 3 challenges designed to assess their culinary skills.
We've got 4 celebrities who are eager to show us what they can do. But can they truly cook? Do they have that something special? Let's see what they're made of. This is the skills test. It's the first time we see our celebrities and we need to find out what talent they've got. They have 10 minutes to cook us an escallop of pork, which is then breaded and pan-fried. Oil in the pan. So now we take that piece of pork between 2 bits of plastic so it doesn't stick to anything, and then gently go around and around and around the circle. And now we have this piece of pork, all bashed out. Perfect. They're not going to know how to do this. Next, we're going to make the breading. Egg and milk mixed together, flour and breadcrumbs. Take our piece of escallop and pat it gently first into our flour and then dip it into our egg, and then let the excess egg come off so it's not too thick. Then a couple of times in here and really press down those breadcrumbs around the outside. The flour and the breadcrumb, the order of that may confuse some. So now to test our oil. If the oil is not hot enough, the oil will soak into the breadcrumbs and you end up with a greasy escallop. If it goes in there and it's too hot, it will burn on the outside and it won't cook on the inside. Yum. A couple of minutes now, and that's all it will need. But you'll see the edges now are starting to turn brown. This is tough because they can't see the meat, so it's not easy to tell when it's cooked. As long as the oil is at the right temperature, the breadcrumbs will tell you when the meat's cooked because it's a lovely thin piece of meat. And we're done. Come on, let's get the first one in.
First up is interior designer turned TV presenter Colin McAllister, who used to bake cakes for friends at school.
Do you know, it's a mixture of joy and terror. I want to get in there, I want to roll my sleeves up, and I want to get my hands dirty.
Colin, we would like you, please, to make an escallop of pork, coat it with breadcrumbs, and pan fry it within 10 minutes.
Within 10 minutes.
OK, let's go.
I feel very much like the dishwasher in our kitchen, so maybe it's time to hang up my rubber gloves and shine.
You really only want one escallop of pork, Colin.
And if you don't know what an escallop is?
Think about a piece of meat which is bashed out quite thin.
Ah! Okay, no. I've never done this before.
You've had 3 minutes, Colin. 7 left.
Oh, God.
You've got 5 minutes left.
Does it matter that it's shaped like a boxing glove?
No. You've got just under 2 minutes now.
Under 2 minutes, OK. I'm just worried about how cooked that is, but not at any time.
Done?
Done.
Colin, a shaky start for you.
Yes, indeed.
Mixing up your terminology between escalope and medallion.
Which is a problem with food, I think puts people off. Too many names for too many things.
Your heat is too high.
OK.
And you don't have enough oil in your pan. So you have bubbly bits where the breadcrumb is not cooked, burnt bits here. That burnt flavour means the whole thing is quite acrid. The pork is cooked through, which is surprising. It's not the best start, Colin. What pleases me is that you didn't completely lose your nerve. Big mistake, you recovered it, and as a true showman, the show went on.
I feel like this has almost been like our first date, and we're not kissing yet.
Colin, thanks very much. Well, as first dates go, I've had better.
As soon as I walked in that door, it was like someone had wiped my brain. Maybe if I'd gone in too high and been too fabulous, it'd be difficult to follow. Yeah, I think you should always think positively.
Sharon Morn has been an actress for over 40 years, but the only time she's been seen in the kitchen was in a series of iconic instant coffee ads from the 80s.
I feel terrified of cooking in front of John and Greg. If I hadn't seen them leaning over, looking judgmentally across at the person who's cooked it and go, or nah. That's why I feel nervous, because I've seen it on the telly. I know what they do.
Sharon, this is your first test, and you'll have just 10 minutes. Let's go. 'What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I don't know what to do with the milk. Never mind. Just doing it my way.
Sure. Four minutes gone, 6 minutes left. You should have made it thinner. Okay, I tend to agree with you.
Okay.
It's a really thick piece of pork, which means that you're likely to burn the breadcrumbs on the outside before you cook the meat through in the middle. The meat's cooked, it's not that crispy on top, and it lacks a bit of seasoning.
Yeah.
You know, hey, I'm encouraged by you.
I'm encouraged by you.
No, I am. I think you're okay. I don't think there's anything wrong with your cooking that a deep breath and a count to 10 wouldn't cure. Sharon, you completed the task under the time. Probably not with the finesse, but under the pressure of MasterChef, we've got something on a plate. Brave attempt. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I was nervous. I was actually shocked at how nervous I was. It wasn't an expert job, but I would have fed it to my children. And I would have made them eat it.
Former estate agent Justin Ryan's passion for cooking came from seeing his mum throw lavish dinner parties.
I hope to challenge myself now. I would like to think I could be as good as a professional chef, and the one thing that I'm scared of is failure.
A scallop of pork, pan-fried, 10 minutes.
I think think I'm fairly flamboyant in the kitchen. I really enjoy the theatre of cookery. I just want to build my competence level to such a point that I can turn what is quite a good show into a showstopper.
We've got 6 minutes left.
I have to be completely frank. I'm not entirely sure if I'm tackling this in the right way or not. Gentlemen, it's a work in progress.
You've got 2 minutes, my friend.
2 minutes left?
Yeah.
You're kidding?
30 seconds left.
Okay. This is a Scottish way, I don't know if I mentioned that. Breaded scallop of pork.
I don't know where to start. I watched in amazement as you seem to make bowls of gruel and bowls of porridge. The meat's tougher than it should be because it's not bashed thin. There's no crisp on the outside that should have been the breadcrumbs. But actually, it's cooked through.
Okay.
It's cooked through.
I've never seen anybody try to make crumb batter before. It should be lovely and tender inside. It should be crispy on the outside. It's not. We expected something. We didn't quite get it.
I have never, ever seen anything like it in my life.
How could I have got it so wrong? I mean, I basically made plasticine with added breadcrumbs and tried to cover that poor piece of pork and hope for the best. Hey-ho.
Finally, it's former Supergrass drummer Danny Goffey, who took domestic science at school and is the main cook in his household of 4 kids.
Cooking in MasterChef's probably on an equal par of playing on Top of the Pops. It's the same amount of nerves you get before. You should be able to handle it really well, so in theory.
Dan, this is your first task, and you have just 10 minutes to do it in.
Okay. Maybe it's just flattened. I've never done this before, so...
Bash us out of tune, Danny.
Over the last couple of weeks, I've been sort of trying to practice up on my cooking, and the kids have all sort of put on a lot of weight, and my missus has too, which she's not too happy about.
Good. Last 30 seconds.
Okay. All right. What do you reckon?
This is breadcrumbs. Those breadcrumbs, if it goes into a cold pan with oil, will soak up the oil like a sponge. So one side, we've got soggy breadcrumbs. The other side, we've got dry breadcrumbs, which are starting to burn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's cooked inside, though.
Do you want me to try it?
No, it's my job, Danny. Ooh. Ooh. Just enough heat, Danny.
There you go.
There is crunch to some of the breadcrumb, not all of it. The meat is lovely and tender inside. It's not bad.
That's all right. Thank you very much.
I have to say I was fairly happy with how it went. It was just kind of blind cooking really is, I wasn't quite sure how to put the ingredients together, but overall I think I just got away with it.
I thought today was going to be an easy task for all four, and what it ended up was disastrous for three of them. I'm slightly concerned about raising the bar for the next task, but maybe I'll be proved wrong.
The next test is very, very different.
Yes, it's going to be a lot harder.
With their first challenge behind them, the celebrities wait to find out what the next test will be.
The second skills assessment. If it was decorating, it'd be fine, you know. Cooking.
I need to forget the failure and go in there with a smile on my face and get ready for the first success.
I'm going to try and relax a little bit more. Think of some nice little fluffy clouds or something. That's my plan.
Today's basic recipe is a hamburger and fried crispy onions. A good burger is a lovely thing, and loads of people do it badly. This is all about their organisation. The first thing I'm going to do is to cut a load of parsley. With that parsley, I'm going to have 1 egg yolk, 1 decent big spoonful of tomato ketchup, and then a couple of spoonfuls of oyster sauce.
That oyster sauce, that's your seasoning, that's your salt.
Mix the burger in 2 parts. You use half the meat first.
And then you mix that back into the other half.
Correct. If you overwork the mince and you spend too long mixing it together, the meat itself becomes like processed meat, like pate. But it shouldn't be like that, it should have texture to it. You can see this has got texture to it. The next thing I do is turn the whole thing into a ball. Take the round ball and gently ease that down so that you've now got the thickness of the patty you want. If the pan is too hot, what you'll end up with is a burger which is really charred on the outside and raw in the middle.
This is quite a careful balancing act, to cook it through, to keep it slightly pink, also to keep it moist.
Yep. We said we're going to serve that with some crispy onion rings. Shred the red onion really fine, and they are then dipped into milk. I'm going to then coat it with some flour and corn flour to make them crispy on the outside. Mix the whole lot so they've got a real decent coating around the outside, and then drop them in. You take your bread roll, you don't have to toast it, but drop it into your pan next to your burgers and just warm them up. Of course, a burger in my life is nothing without a good piece of cheese on it. Now the assembly. Cheese just starting to melt. And then of course you need to hold your burger together. So put a stick in it. The onion rings have been cooking for about 3 or 4 minutes. Not very long at all. Crispy onions on the side. There you have it, a burger and onion rings.
Right, burger time. Let's get them in. You now have a taste of how hard the competition is. Unfortunately, Sharon's had to leave us. She's not feeling well, but we have you three.
This is the basic recipe test. We've now tested your skills. We want to test your overall cooking ability. We want to see how good you really are. Today, the basic recipe is a beef burger and crispy fried onions, and you have just 35 minutes to cook it in. 35 minutes, let's cook.
Without a doubt, my passion for cookery comes from my mother, who is just the most amazing cook. So I want to make a really good go of this, and I'd really like my mum to be proud.
What sort of food did you grow up with, Justin?
I grew up with brilliant cuts of meat, really good joints. My mum cooks a lot with vegetables, so I learned a bit from her. I think as a kid, I should have paid more attention to what my mum made, and then as an adult, I might be more capable.
How much do you need to do well today?
I'd really like to do well today because in the earlier test, I feel that I did really, really badly. I completely lost my composure. I totally forgot what I was doing.
How much cooking have you really done?
I don't do anywhere nearly as much cooking as I would like to. What I want to learn is more. I want you boys to oversee, hopefully, a process where I climb Kilimanjaro without falling off from the top.
Justin, good luck.
Good chaps.
You have had 10 minutes. You've got 25 minutes left.
I can follow a recipe, but there's no personal input at all. I really do want to try and explore if there's a side to me that's a bit more, kind of a bit more off the wall, you know, and a bit freer, you know, and a bit more creative.
Colin, tell me, how many times have you made a burger before in your life?
Never.
What do you think you may have that will help you?
Do you know, a winning smile and a bit of enthusiasm. I want to know more about cooking, you know, genuinely. It's like a voyage of discovery. It's kind of like Lord of the Rings, Lord of the Onion Rings, that type of thing.
Have you previously been scared of cooking?
Yes. Yeah, I think there is a fear factor in there. It can seem like there's too much information, you know, and I think it's one of those things that puts a lot of people off cooking.
Colin, you and Justin always work together. Are you all right working on your own?
You know, it's kind of weird. It's like somebody's tied my hand behind my back, you know, because we've lived together for 26 years, and suddenly we're kind of competing against each other, you know, so it's a bit of a first, but competition is healthy.
So what you're saying is Justin's been holding you back for years and you relish this opportunity to get out on your own?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm going to strip off the shackles of coupledom and emerge a MasterChef on my own.
Come on, let's go. Last 10 minutes.
Being a musician, I suppose my mind tends to wander quite a lot. And I sort of chopped the end of my thumb off about 2 weeks ago, but that was trying to dice an onion, so it's not a very good start.
Danny, do you think there's an association with cooking, you know, compiling recipes in the same way as writing music?
I think food and music go together pretty well, you know. It's nice to eat food with music playing. Nice to play music while you're eating. No, that's not quite work.
That doesn't work. What would you like from MasterChef?
Well, I'd like to get really far if I could, and just to improve my basic skills that I have.
Why do you like cooking?
I just find it quite relaxing, therapeutic. I've got quite a few kids running about, and I can kind of be a bit of a governor and sort of decide what they're going to, you know, eat and make sure it's healthy, stuff like that.
During your youth, obviously, famous rock star.
During my youth?
Well, sorry. What sort of food did you eat when you're on the road?
Quite a lot of burgers, actually, especially in America. I went to Gracelands once, had a good burger there.
Last 60 seconds. Finishing touches, please. Time's up. Stop. You have to stop. You have that little bit of pink running through the middle of it. I like the texture on the outside. I like some char, some crispness, and then the meat itself tastes of really lovely fried meat. It is a bit braised, and it's going a little bit dry. The onion rings are lovely and crispy. Maybe a little bit of seasoning on those as well. But considering your lack of experience, maybe you've got a little natural touch.
Oh, thank you.
It's a little bit scruffy.
Organic.
No, scruffy. That works. It's all coming together for you, mate, isn't it? I think you had a decent round here, Colin.
Thank you very much. It was much better than the other round, for sure. I feel much more positive, rather than scared. And I think that's a good thing. No one wants to taste fear in food.
Danny, no crispy onions on the side?
No, they're the hidden surprise in the bun.
Danny, I really like your burger. It's moist, it's well seasoned, the tang of cheese, the crisp of lettuce. You have put some onion rings in there, but of course by the time that's hit the mayonnaise, they're no longer crisp.
I would have loved to have seen the onion rings on the side. I saw you cook them. They were all crispy. It's a shame they're not there because that added texture on the side, you nibble of, is sort of like a treat. But it's a really good burger.
I think I did okay. It was just the blinking onion rings, so I messed that bit up, but I was quite pleased with my overall burger.
Good little crispy onion rings on the side. The sticks all running through it. It's a bit like kaplunk. Although your burger meat is slightly over, it's a little bit well done, I don't mind that because it's seasoned really nicely. And the outside, the char on the outside makes such a difference to the way it tastes.
They're big old onion rings. Good batter, but because they're so big, they are struggling to cook all the way through. Nothing wrong with that, mate. I agree with his lordship over here. That's a decent burger.
I feel much, much happier now, and to hear such positive feedback from Greg and John is amazing.
Well done. Go and have a break. You have one last test today. Off you go.
I think I've just become a vegetarian.
Oh my God, group hug. You're now our burger. You're now the meat in our burger.
I was the sandwich.
Oh my word.
Good burgers, decent crispy onions, all round the room, not a bad effort at all.
We now know that these three can follow a recipe. Can they actually cope with what's next?
This is a mystery box. In that box, there are a set of ingredients, and we're going to ask you to create for us one dish in just 50 minutes.
This will test your flair, your creativity. And we expect you now to build on your good work and take it up a level.
Reveal your ingredients.
The main ingredient in today's mystery box is lamb kidneys.
Okay.
They've also been given shallots, Roquefort cheese, potatoes, bacon, parsley, pine nuts, bread, spinach, tomatoes, Madeira, rice, mushrooms, mustard, and an orange.
One dish, 50 minutes, must include the kidney. Let's cook. The humble kidney, a wonderful thing when cooked properly. When cooked badly, it will be raw in the middle and gelatinous and awful, or it will be dry and shriveled up and grey.
They're going to have to draw on just the knowledge that they've got. This is going to test them, really test them.
45 minutes left and your cooking kidneys are ready.
Never having cooked them before, I'd really like to get them right, so I'm doing a test run. Yeah.
Justin.
When I'm cooking, I start with a recipe and then I kind of lose track of what I'm doing and then I think maybe this would be nice with the stuff. But You know, hopefully those sort of imperfections of a recipe can be quite interesting and make it a bit different, but equally can go terribly wrong as well.
What are you going to cook for us?
Well, I'm a bit thrown by the kidneys, so I'm going for the breakfast vibe. I know that's not too fancy and stuff, but given the ingredients, the mushrooms, tomatoes, kidneys, it's like a sort of 1950s breakfast.
So you've never handled kidneys before?
No, well, I've handled them by pulling them out of pies when I was a kid, because I don't really like kidneys. They were too sort of rubbery or something.
Group of ingredients you haven't cooked with before. How difficult is this?
It's the hardest thing is deciding on what to do. I think your mind goes a bit blank and starts thinking of stuff like Smurfette or something, and you kind of lose your thread.
Smurfette? She was only one lady Smurf.
You've probably never seen the Smurfs, right? And she was created by the big granddad one.
Do you find it hard to concentrate on one task at a time?
Terribly, yeah.
Can you concentrate, Danny, for this? Seriously?
I can try. It's not one of my strong points, concentration.
Danny is doing breakfast, and breakfast is quite a difficult thing to do because it's got lots of different ingredients cooked differently from each other, all coming together at once on a plate. Will he be able to do it properly?
I just hope he's doing enough, because it's still got to look nice, it's still got to show some skill.
20 minutes have gone already. You've got 30 minutes left.
Recipes I find really, really limiting because a recipe is somebody else's idea of what makes a good meal. My taste buds and my vision and my mind are what I think should make a good meal.
Justin,
Boys.
what are you going to cook for us?
A beautiful crouton with kidneys, bacon lardons and mushrooms in a Madeira and cream sauce with a little dressing around the edge and some pine nuts to finish off.
Your round, this one?
I really hope it's my round because I do want to be creative and I want to think out of the box. I've never cooked with kidneys before, guys, so I'm a little nervous.
You are quite nervous about this, Justin. Is it because you're competitive or are you concerned about the experience that you've got?
It's a combination of all of those things, but who'd be lying if they said they didn't want to win? Or at least progress. So I'm giving it my absolute best shot.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Justin, I think it's really impressive. Trying the kidneys first, trying the dish out, thinking about how the whole thing comes together. It's nice to see Justin having a plan in his head.
My worry for Justin is he's got far too much going on that plate. He's got a sauce, and then he's got some sort of mayonnaise, and he's got some nuts. Let's see.
I've never ever invented a dish from scratch before, and I think it could be a lack of fear because I'm not held down by rules, you know. And I think obviously there are rules in the kitchen. Do you know what they are?
Colin, you have a real serious look upon your face.
Do you know what? I quite like the whole kind of invention idea, you know, and I'm thinking that I don't have anything to lose. If it was something that I had a preconceived idea about how it tasted, then I might be thinking there's a challenge there. But I have no idea how kidneys taste, so I don't have a fear there. So for some weird reason, I've decided just to go on a gut instinct. And my first thought was, well, if you said to me you're going to eat kidneys, I would say, well, you need to buy me a drink first. So I thought, well, I'll add the alcohol to the kidneys and maybe do the kidneys in a kind of Madeira cream kind of sauce thing.
I like the idea of your kidneys and the flavours you got with them. Your task now is to decide how you're going to serve those to make them a plate of food.
Sure. Okay, right, no, fair enough.
You've never cooked kidney.
No.
Well, how are you going to know when it's cooked?
Good question. I'm going to have to try, obviously.
Your instinct is good. Go with it.
Okay, right, okay, well, yes.
No.
Colin is scared of those kidneys, doesn't want to eat them, actually frightens him a little bit, and that may show in his finished dish. If he can actually taste the kidney and enjoy it, he will end up with something delicious.
Pressure's on. 2 minutes left. Last 60 seconds. Stop! Time is well and truly up.
First up, Colin has cooked kidneys in a Madeira, shallot and garlic cream sauce with a flat mushroom served on toast.
That's pretty good. Listen, everybody likes their kidneys different like they like their steak. As long as you get a little bit of pink still in there, I'm happy.
Okay.
Kidneys cook really well. The toast is a really good idea because it soaks up all of that sauce. The sauce is sweet, but it needs something else. It needs a good crack of pepper, or it needs something sharp to take it from good to great. Carl, I'm impressed. I'm impressed because you've got soft shallots, your kidneys are cooked really well, that sauce is lovely and thick and clings to every single part of your kidneys. For me, it's a big spoonful of spicy mustard off being brilliant. But considering you had little idea what you were doing at the start, you'd never cooked kidneys before, I'm impressed with the deftness of touch.
Well, look at this face. Relaxed face, like, oh, phew, heavy sigh of relief face. Actually, I'm really into it, you know, I want to learn more. I want to soak it all up like a sponge.
Designer Justin has made kidneys in a Madeira and bacon cream sauce on a garlic and paprika crouton with a flat mushroom topped with spinach and pine nuts and a mustard emulsion.
It's a good looking modern plate of food. And because it looks like that, I have a really high expectation of what your kidneys are going to be like. Your kidneys are a little bit overcooked, so they're becoming a bit bouncy. But that sauce with that rich bit of mushroom and the wonderful crispy crouton underneath with the spiciness of that mustard dressing around the outside is really, really tasty.
Oh, thank you.
Salty bits of bacon, real strength of that kidney. Garlic on a crouton was a lovely idea. And that Madeira sauce is strong. I really like that.
Okay.
I really like that.
I honestly feel like a massive weight has been lifted off me. I felt I let myself down chronically on the first test. I've built it back through and I really feel so proud of that.
Musician Danny has made a breakfast of kidneys, bacon and shallots with sautéed potatoes, mushroom, fried egg, spinach and a tomato topped with Roquefort cheese.
I like the cleanliness of the plate. You've demonstrated a lot of skill here. I don't mind my kidneys a little bit under. I like the softness of them being quite pink, and yours are. Lovely mix of ingredients. I think the whole thing is done very, very well. I think you've got to season a bit more. But actually, Danny, I'm really impressed.
Cheers.
I've got an issue with blue cheese on a breakfast.
No.
Very few things that, like, that's Roquefort. I mean, that is strong, strong. Very few things it could match. Most certainly nothing on this plate. Take away a silly little thing like blue cheese. That's a treat. That is an absolute treat.
I managed to pull it together. I just think I need to probably challenge myself a bit more in the next test to show some higher skill level or imagination. But overall, I'm pretty pleased.
I think the difference in you three at the end of the day to the beginning is nothing short of miraculous. Really, really well done. Great confidence boost. You'll need that confidence. You'll also need some rest, because what comes up next is going to be seriously tough. Thanks very much. Off you go.
Danny. So Danny, you know what? It's been one content day.
Today we have tested their basic skills and their creativity. They came in here as cookery moths and they've left here as butterflies. Justin was in as much of a tiz in the first round as you can possibly get. When we gave him a recipe though, he actually managed to make a good burger. Justin's dish was really elaborate, but Justin's kidneys were just slightly over. And it was a shame because everything else was rich and wonderful. He was most certainly on an upward curve.
I really hope I stay the course. I want to get better, and damn it, I want to excel.
Danny didn't do a bad job with that as a scallop. Compared with the other guys, he did a really good job. Burger was great. The crispy onions, he stuffed them in the burger and they went soggy. I think Danny's idea for breakfast was absolutely inspired. I've no idea what that tomato with blue cheese was doing on there. I'm just going to discard it and think, Danny, that is a job well done. Maybe Danny has the natural touch.
I know it's going to get harder and harder, but as long as I get to a point where I'm not totally ridiculed by my teenage children.
Colin, the first round, not too good. Instead of doing an escallop, he did medallions. The burger needed more seasoning. He needs to taste his food. He was scared of those kidneys, but he persevered and actually came up with a really good idea for a sauce. I'm pleased for Colin. Not only has he got enthusiasm and a winning smile, he's also got a pretty decent instinct.
I'm feeling a bit more confident in the kitchen. I've learned something as well, and I'm ready for day 2.
Sharon went home ill today after the first round, which is a real shame because I wonder if she is going to be able to catch up to these 3 now. We're going to throw her in at the deep end. Sharon now either sinks or swims. The pressure is going to continue to mount up, and what we do with them next is seriously tough. I want to see them head on with what comes next.
Tomorrow, the battle continues. In teams.
Should we do that Lady in the Tramp thing where we sort of end up?
You get the cheese, you get the cheese.
Colin, are you used to being bossed around by Justin?
And the celebrities face their first mass catering challenge.
If you want to peel potatoes, does someone have to do that manually, or
Yes.
do you just do it?
Yes.
Whoa, what a monster!
Talk about this for a spatula.
Is there a quicker way of doing these, Graham?
Yeah. Move your hand.
They just are so out of their depth.
Icy sugar, guys. Just give me a clue.
That is meltdown.
Come on, guys, I need this food on the hot plate now. Come on.
Mind your backs!
A family from Cheshire try out life in Brisbane on BBC 2 now. Will it live up to their dreams in Wanted Down Under? Later here on BBC 1, Kurt and Chris, friends from uni, playing Pointless at 5:15.